You think you're better than me? I'm the best!
The Glamrock animatronics have now made their way into the Endo series by Jazwares, and as you can see, I have the entire new assortment here with Freddy, Chica, Roxy, and Monty. But in today's video, I'm going to be covering Roxanne Wolf. I'm going to cover the box really quickly, but it's the standard Endo series box with Freddy on the side. You see the normal Roxy parts, the Glamrock Endo, and then her shattered variant. It also says that she has glow-in-the-dark eyes. And if you go into the back, you can see it has the other characters available this wave, and also showcase what is included in the box. Now, let's get her open. Inside the box, of course, you get the Glamrock Endo. You also get an instruction manual to showcase how to put on the parts. And then all of the extra parts are loose inside of the plastic tray. Oh, yeah, I'll get to this. This guy has a little bit of trouble standing, but yeah, let's take a look at the articulation on the new Glamrock Endo, since this is the first wave that we're going to be seeing these. The Glamrock Endo has a hinge at the neck, which does not appear to work on mine, but it does have a swivel at the top. Oh wait, no, it's a ball joint. Okay. Not too bad. The eyes should be removable, yeah.
Give me back my eyes!
That's pretty standard for the Endo series. At the back, there's some paint apps of yellow here, and you see a lot of nice wire detail. The arms are, oh, the joints are really stiff, but that's really good. You can get that entirely like up there and then inwards that much. There is no bicep swivel. There is a swivel and a hinge at the elbow, and you can go up to 90. There is a hinge and swivel at the wrist, if it'll work. I don't want to break this, but yeah, not too much range of movement there. Let's see, the ab crunch is, on a ball joint, as you can see here. And there's 2 points of articulation for the ab crunch. And then, does it swivel? Okay, yeah, since it's on a ball joint, it can move. And then the legs can go crazy high up. And then there is a thigh swivel. There is a hinge at the knee, goes a little bit past 90, and then no forward at all. Then here at the ankles, that's everything that you get. It's pretty good, honestly, pretty posable. And there's some good paint apps. Let's see if the mouth, okay, the mouth is posable, thankfully. And it has the normal stuff that you see on Endo series, so the holes that you can put all of the components on. And now let's get this looking a bit more like Roxanne. Something I noticed about the articulation while I'm mid-transformation here is that there are drop-down legs, so it extends just ever so slightly. I would imagine that's to make it adaptable for all of the animatronics, because I guess some of them might be taller. Like, I guess Monty's probably taller than Roxy. Yeah, if you played Secret of the Mimic too, that's kind of a fun little Easter egg. All right, now let's continue putting her together. I gotta say, right off the bat, this is fantastic. Now, when I initially had seen prototypes and a few people got it in hand, I thought the face seemed a little bit off, but having it in person, I am thoroughly convinced this is a fantastic figure. And for comparison, here it scales next to the old Funko Roxanne Wolf, which is not the most accurate representation. I understand that Funko was working off limited concept art and stuff, but yeah, it's, yeah. In case you were curious, the keytar from the old Funko one, it's a bit small in scale to Roxy here. You can maybe make it work if you play with the angles a bit, but it is not to scale. Now for Roxy here, the Jazwares version, a few things I want to note. The sheen of the plastic, fantastic. It's very game accurate. I know the shininess of some of the earlier characters wasn't everyone's favorite, just because, you know, the older game characters are fuzzy, but with the Glamrocks, they're all shiny and plastic, so it's perfect. And her hair and her tail are a rubber part, so it is malleable. It doesn't get in the way of posing that much on the tail side of things, but the hair, the movement is pretty restrictive. The ears are not posable. The shoulder pads are slightly posable. The articulation is hindered a bit compared to what I showcased earlier. That's to be expected. Because the Glamrocks have these sort of cutouts in the core joint areas, the articulation's a little bit better than you might anticipate. So almost 90 here. And then for the elbow, same thing, just shy of 90. And then her jaw, does open up, you can see there's painted detail on the inside. Pretty much no foot articulation because of the way the leg warmers are molded, but that's not Jazwares' fault. That's just the way Steel Wool designed this character. I also forgot to mention that the tail is posable, but it's really just a swivel. Assembly-wise, I had no complaints about putting her together. Some of the older Endo Series figures, particularly Toy Chica, my copy was really unstable and parts would pop out. This one, I had no issues whatsoever. And I'm curious to see if that applies to the shattered version as well, which we'll get to in a moment. She does have a bit of trouble standing. I've had a continual issue with that with pretty much every Jazwares figure. One more comparison I wanted to do is next to another Funko figure, and here she is next to Moon, and obviously the scaling isn't 1-to-1 here, but I think this one looks less jarring than the other Roxanne Wolf. Let's take a look at her shattered version. Wow, I am almost speechless. Shattered Roxanne Wolf here has easily jumped up into being my favorite Endo Series figure by Jazwares. This is just incredible. I mean, I haven't opened up any of the other shattered Glamrocks yet, but I think this one's gonna be the winner. The paint detail is just insane. So as you can see, there's a lot of black wash over the entire figure. Actually, it's a brown wash. So it has this really authentic, dirty, grimy look to it that's very accurate to the game. Even on her hair and down here on the feet, it's extra grimy and gross. It's really believable. I mean, this is what she looked like after that whole incident with Gregory. The weathering patches are overall in the correct spot to where they are in the game. The paint application is not only just as good as the standard version, but substantially better. I mean, this is just incredible. There's so much to look at. And first, let's take a look up at the head here. So the wires that are in the face, they are rubbery. I wish they did this for Withered Bonnie, but assembling the face was a little bit tricky for me. Now, she does still have mouth articulation, but seems like, oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. And then, yeah, the articulation's around the same as the normal version, except since there's more weathering, the knees go up, ooh, whoops. The knee goes up to 90. The other knee is still just short of 90. The tail here, you can see it's a new detailing, but it is the same where it's just a swivel. The shoulder pads are still posable, and then the arm here on her left arm, it does go up to 90, and this section here is not fully accurate to her game model, but that's just one of those things where the Glamrock Endos are slightly different than the ones that are actually in the animatronics in the game. If you're a detail freak like me, you know about all that, but yeah, this is just incredible. I'm just now getting a look at the weathering in the ear, the way the dirt sits up there. This is masterfully done. I wouldn't be surprised if this was all hand painted because I cannot see a machine painting this fantastically. This is incredible. Now, the comparison that I know pretty much everybody's gonna want to see is to a very, very similar character design. Another fantastic figure is the Funko Ruined Roxy. Now, these aren't the same design, but you know, I think it's a fair comparison. I really do hope that we get a version of this design in the Jazwares scale, because that would just be really cool. And I love the Ruined DLC and that scene with Roxy. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't played it, but it's so heartwarming. And yeah, the Funko one this is easily one of the best that Funko has ever produced, but even so, it's still getting brutally mogged by Jazwares here. This is just insane, actually crazy. And I guess just to be fair again, here's sorry Roxy. And here's all three of the Roxanne Wolf action figures that you can purchase. Well, I mean, these aren't on the market anymore, but you know what I mean. Gotta say, this one is the winner.
I am the best.
And of course, I do still have the other three to look at, but those are gonna be videos for another time. If you guys like this, I know it's not my normal style of content, be sure to like and subscribe. I do have more FNAF videos planned. And if you guys are here for the train stuff, don't worry, there's still more stuff coming. See you guys next time. Peace.